Tree business, helping tree services succeed.
What would you do if your climber needed to be rescued from a tree? Or maybe you're the one that would need to be rescued. A self-rescue is always ideal, but there are all sorts of reasons why someone would need the assistance from someone else. An injury, a cut, failed equipment, struck by a dead branch, the piece he is cutting hits him or pins him, barber chair, you name it. When this happens, your climber may be awake or unconscious, bleeding, not breathing, whatever. We practice these first by rescuing a dummy and then by rescuing a real person. These are always climbing rescues, fairly routine, and everyone knows they are not real. The ones we practice are similar to what you would see in an aerial rescue from a tree climbing competition. What we hope is that they will fall back on their training in the event of a real-life situation. What we've done here is set up a very realistic aerial rescue scenario with a climber in the tree. Only a handful of people knew about it. Myself, Chris Francis, Troy, the climber, and Cheyenne, the safety director, were the main ones. We coordinated with emergency services, and they were happy to be part of the training. The rescuers had no idea. Everyone knows Troy is highly allergic to bees and wasps, so they'll understand the urgency in getting him down and sent to the hospital. We told Red Crew there was an issue with their job where a gate was locked and the client lives out of town, so we asked them to do some work at the shop until we straightened out the issue with their job and got the gate unlocked. We intentionally put obstacles in their way, and we hid all the EpiPens to create panic, plus we didn't want someone accidentally injecting him. We wanted them to believe it was real, to see how well they work under pressure, to see what we were doing right, and of course, what we're doing wrong. Let's watch and listen to see how it all unfolds.
Feel free to access instead of having to go all the way down the tree to walk up another leaf. All you gotta do is have it preset. And as you start to go walk your systems out, you give yourself enough slack to work between them. As you're moving out.
Chad?
Ow! 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 What is... Ow! Ow! I think I got hornets. Ow! 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 Hornets up in the tree. Ow! Cheyenne, grab my EpiPen. You're mine! Mark, get some spray out of the vehicle. Get that bucket down, bring it over here. Get wet out the crew truck, Mike. Get it in. What pocket is it in?
Just look, I think it's supposed to be the big one.
That thing goes? Fuck, I don't know where it is. Eddie, do we need to call 911?
I can't get my system loose.
What's going on?
Ow!
Ow! Check, get your climbing gear.
Ow!
Get a bucket over there. No, don't look, we gotta get over there.
Ow!
Yeah, get the bucket over there.
Get! God, my hands are swelling.
Oh, 911, man.
I can't get my safety loose.
Troy, where are your keys? Your truck is on.
They're in my pocket.
They're in his pocket. I'd call 911. Someone call 911. Who is calling? Mike is calling 911. Who is going to the road?
Ow!
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Ow!
Hang on, my keys are inside.
We need to move these trucks. Ow! Ow! Troy, can you come down? The safety is on. We need to move these trucks.
My keys are inside. Go the other way.
Chris Francis, are you getting the keys?
Yeah, I'm getting keys.
Fuck, this trailer's in the way in the Hummer. Damn it. Hey, Troy, can you give me any idea on where else your empty thing could be?
That's where it's supposed to be at.
Buddy, I just stripped down your whole bag. It's not in here.
There's supposed to be 2 in there.
Troy, are you alright up there?
Yeah, it's just my hands are swollen. I can't grab my safeties.
An old key in this one. Sorry, the ambulance has an empty pen. What's going on with the bucket truck? Do we get it in?
Y'all know this is
We
simulation.
tell the ambulance we need an empty pen. Where is he at? Hold on, slow down.
I think y'all can bring the ambulance down there. We're gonna move this truck out of the way.
Okay.
If y'all can bring the ambulance down there, it'd be great.
Right there. You're good. Just here. You gotta get a knife. Somewhere to cut his safety. Who's getting that up there? Matter of fact, there's a knife. There should be a pocket knife over there. Dad, you got it? Make way for an ambulance. Just in case you can't get his safety off.
You're gonna have to get stuck. That's fine. I'm ready for it. Whoa. Try and loosen this one. I can't get the one behind me loose. You should be able to pull on it. There's a black lever you can pull. It should pull me back into the side of the tree over here. I just can't reach it. I got stung and shifted.
This black lever right here?
Yeah. Pull that lever. It's slowly bringing me back into it. There should be enough slack to bring me back to the tree, and then you should be able to lift me up a little bit to unclip me.
Hold back in that line.
It's this one right here.
This one?
Yeah.
Unclip it.
Yeah. Lift me up a little bit and unclip it.
You got it? You good?
Take this one. Take this one. There's the silver piece on the back front. You gotta squeeze that
And the red.
Squeeze that trigger, and then squeeze it.
That's what I'm doing now. Hey, lower your bucket so you can probably stand on it.
Yeah.
Sit down. There you go.
This part right there. Right here, there's a little trigger. I can't squeeze.
Okay, got it.
All right, there.
There you go. You're good.
And then you're gonna have to control my knot.
You're good.
You're gonna have to control my knot. I can't squeeze. My hands are sweating. Slowly lower me.
I got you. Pull slack out of this line so you can come down. There you go. All the way to the ground.
My eyes are swollen, so I can't see. You want to start looking for my access route to make sure I don't get hung up?
You're good. I got you. I don't know how far I can get up there.
Are you good? All the way down.
Can you grab that knot? Watch a bucket at the top. There you go. I got it. It's fine. Alright. Hey, here's the knife if y'all need it. Right next to him. Here, Mike, look up. Mike, look up.
Where's that be?
What are we cutting? I don't think you get cut anything. We just. I think they got one.
We just need to get him on the gurney first.
Let him get him on the gurney first, Mike. Then I can keep my eye on it.
How are you breathing? Breathing okay?
Breathing alright. It's a little strange.
A little strange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you guys stung at?
All over my hands and in my face a couple spots.
Alright.
Alright, you guys mind helping us get him on the stretcher?
Get his tip back, son.
The head over here, right?
Head right here.
Alright, we're gonna slide you up.
That water bottle's in the way.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna sit you up, okay?
Daddy, this you get off of it.
There's multiple attachments on the back of me. I don't think my other lanyard's gonna come off. That one will, though. That one might have to stay.
It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
I think that's on a carabiner too.
It's underneath him, though.
You're laying on all your.
Alright, that's good. Let him get him loaded up.
Alright, I'm gonna need 2 people, 1 on each side, to keep him from tipping.
I'll tip him over.
There we go.
Alright, sure.
Yeah, buddy.
Just trying to be.
Don't
Trying to be.
Yeah, please don't pass out. You're good, buddy.
Alright, Yanni. Yep. Alright, come down. Pull towards you.
Alright, watch out. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right, watch out for logs and whatnot so they don't run over stuff on the way out.
Good, yeah.
You're doing great.
All right, so they did it. Got him in the ambulance and cleared the way. Made sure it could get through there without running over logs and whatever miscellaneous debris that was back there. So guys are guiding the ambulance out and got him in there and on his way to the hospital to get some treatment. Shortly after they pulled out, that's when we kind of let everybody know that, okay, well, this was, y'all did a great job, and this was a drill. And of course, they were kind of shocked at that. And you can't say that you blame them. But we all got together and talked about, what went right, what went wrong, and certainly they got him out of the tree. They used the bucket. We kind of assumed that they would. We thought they would think that that was the fastest way to get him down. And that was one of the reasons we had all the trucks and stuff parked in the way. So trying to create that obstacle and let them know, in a real life situation, if we've got a climber in a tree, more than likely that climber is going to need to be rescued out of that tree by another climber, because if we could have gotten the bucket or spider lift to that tree, then we probably would have gone in that tree with a bucket or spider lift and not had to climb it. And so, maybe there's some situations where we're putting a climber in a tree because it's not practical to get a bucket back there. But, maybe we could get the bucket back. Like we would just have to run over grass or run over, some plants or maybe take down a fence or something like that. And so it might just be faster to put a climber in there. But if we actually needed to rescue somebody, then maybe we would do that with the bucket. And so that was interesting bringing that into the dynamic and kind of seeing some of the faults that we made there. You saw how fast the truck was pulling in, how fast they were trying to get it set up, and definitely missed some critical safety components there, potentially making a second victim. And so we don't want to do that. And so we really hope that in the event this really happens in real life or another scenario that we practice, that they can take their time. I mean, we're not talking hours, but take an extra few seconds and make sure that the safety precautions are taken care of, and make sure that we're safe in the whole situation there, and not just so focused on getting the guy out of the tree. So, in this example, our climber was still coherent. He was still talking. So, which obviously if he was talking, then he's still breathing, he still has a pulse. And so, it was important that we got him out of the tree, but it wasn't life or death in the thought that like, hey, he's passed out up there. We don't know if he's breathing. We don't know if he's bleeding out or, some situation like that. So anyway, kudos to our guys. They did a great job of putting this together, and kudos to Cheyenne for organizing the whole thing. We actually had 911 ready for the call. They knew what was happening. They knew where to route it. And, so that way we made sure that they didn't treat it like an actual emergency, but, to our person that was calling, they thought it was an emergency and they treated it like it was. And so everything seemed very realistic there. So we were kind of worried about that part up front. 911 was very cool about getting on board and using that training for their people as well. So, ambulance got there super fast. I think we had them staged a little bit too close in a real life situation. Maybe they just happen to be right around the corner, but more than likely it's going to take a little bit longer for them to get there. Fire department showed up a few minutes late. You can probably see their lights coming down the driveway here in just a few minutes. And so one of the things that they said was that, they can't really do anything until he gets on the ground. And so, the fire department is rarely going to be trained to do some sort of aerial rescue in a tree like that, as far as putting one of their people up, on a rope system, something like that. Sometimes they'll have a ladder truck. Our local fire department that's here does not, so they would have to call in a ladder truck from somewhere else. And if they did, then it's going to be really tough for them to get back there with their ladder truck with all the obstacles that we have. Plus, they don't know how hard that ground is. And so what they don't want to do is sink their fire truck in an area that, could be potentially blocking, other services that are needed, getting an ambulance in or getting a bucket truck in or something like that. And so, that's something to really think about is, we are on our own. We need to be able to rescue our own people. And so, there's very little that they're going to be able to do. We all like to think, hey, we call 911 and they'll just figure it out. But a lot of times they can't figure it out. And by the time they actually got to our guy in the tree, they'd be pulling a dead guy out of the tree. I mean, really, I don't have a better way to say that, but that would be a body recovery a lot more than it would be an aerial rescue, because they don't have the way to get to them. And so you're talking something that might take us minutes to do, it may take them hours to do. Now, once we've got that victim on the ground, then they're going to be really good at figuring out what to do with them. They're going to have all the machines to, give them chest compressions and oxygen and, all the necessary things that they would need, and getting them to the, to the hospital. But just by having them up in the tree, they're going to be very limited as to what they can do. So that may be a big eye opener for some people, maybe not for others. Certainly, you want to work with your local emergency services, especially the fire departments, and you would like to be able to put their guys through some sort of ropes training so that at least they were familiar with our systems. They knew, kind of what we were doing. But a big part of it would be having that ability, and knowing who to call to help somebody out. But the problem is, so like where this was at our location, you've got this fire department. We can train with them all we want, but we may be working a city or two or three or four over, and when we call for 911, then we get a totally different emergency responding crew. And a lot of these guys, they might be on shift or they might be on call. So they come in and you get a whole totally different crew. So, it's just some things to think about. I think it's really important that we are able to rescue each other. We're able to get each other out of the tree, and we're able to take care of things on our own as far as getting them on the ground, and that way somebody else can take over and figure out from there. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. And we've got another one of these coming up. And so what we did was there was another crew out working this day, and we were trying to gauge what time they were going to be back. And so we set up one of these in the afternoon, and we asked this crew not to say anything to anybody else because we didn't want it to spoil it. And so you'll see how that crew responds in the next video. And we had trucks and skid steers and all sort of things set up in the way so that they couldn't get the bucket truck through. So we were going to try to force a climbing aerial rescue on that one. So be sure to watch that one. That'll be the next one that follows this. Just see how that crew does. And be sure to check out the website, treebusiness.com. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one.